Marriage jokes and quotes. When a newly married man looks happy, we know why. But when a 10-year married man looks happy, we wonder why. Marriage is full of surprises, but it's mostly just asking each other, do you have to do that right now? Marriage is like deleting all the apps on your phone except one. Any husband who says, my wife and I are completely equal partners, is talking about either a law firm or a hand of bridge. Bill Cosby. Marriage is becoming more and more progressive. I heard 2 scoutmasters recently decided to tie the knot. Marriage is like a bar of soap. It smells delicious until you take a bite out of it. Women marry because they believe that he will change one day. Men marry because they believe she'll never change. Both are mistaken. Marriages are made in heaven. Then again, so are thunder, lightning, tornadoes, and hail. Marriage is when a man and woman become as one. The trouble starts when they try to decide which one. Marriage is like going to a restaurant. You order what you want, then when you see what the other person has, you wish you had ordered that. Just asked my wife what she's burning up for dinner, and it turned out to be all of my personal belongings. The 5 most essential words for a healthy, vital relationship are apologize and you are right. At every party, there are 2 kinds of people, those who want to go home and those who don't. The trouble is, they are usually married to each other. A little boy asked his father, Daddy, how much does it cost to get married? And the father replied, I don't know, son, I'm still paying for it. Arguing with your wife or husband is a lot like trying to read the terms of use on the internet. In the end, you just give up and go, I agree. After a quarrel, a wife said to her husband, you know, I was a fool when I married you, and the husband replied, yes, dear, but I was in love and didn't notice it. As Aristotle said, love is composed of a single soul inhabiting 2 bodies, but marriage is more like your wife inhabiting both bodies. Marriage is really tough because you have to deal with feelings and lawyers. Richard Pryor. I'm not a yes man to my wife. When she says no, I say no. I think men who have a pierced ear are better prepared for marriage. They've experienced pain and bought jewelry. As every husband knows, it is much easier to apologize than to ask permission. Grooms, once you get married, remember that when you have a discussion with your future wife, always get the last 2 words in, yes, dear. Love is one long sweet dream, and marriage is the alarm clock. Why are husbands like lawnmowers? They're hard to get started, emit foul odors, and don't work half the time. The secret of a happy marriage remains a secret. Henny Youngman. It has been a very emotional day, as some of you must have noticed. Even the cake is in tears. Q. What's the difference between love and marriage? A. E is blind, and marriage is an eye-opener. The best way to get most husbands to do something is to suggest that perhaps they're too old to do it, and bankrupt. Only after getting married, you realize that those husband-wife jokes were not just jokes. I asked my wife if she ever fantasizes about me. She said yes. She fantasizes about me taking out the trash, mowing the lawn, and doing the dishes. Marriage is the process of finding out what kind of man your wife would have preferred. My wife gave birth 4 times and still fits in her prom dress from high school. I gave birth 0 times and I haven't fit in my pants since March. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterwards. What did Cinderella say when her photos did not show up? Someday, my prince will come. My wife says I can join your gang, but I have to be home by 9. Being asked to be someone's best man is like being called up for jury duty. Whenever my wife packs me a salad for lunch, all I want to know is what I did wrong. Marriage is like a video game. Starts off easy, then gets harder, and eventually you go online and find a way to cheat. Chris Burns. A retired husband is often a wife's full-time job.